lost the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Love going to throw right away. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On third down, Love. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. They give him 27 yards on a third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards on movement with those last 2 carries. So here's a first and 10 there, down inside the 20. Here's Pollard again. A solid stiff arm. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Pollard, touchdown, Houston. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Walker on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking up. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're knocking on the door now as we come in there. We're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. First down, and it's Pollard again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now here's Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. On second down, it's Walker. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Hurts. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. Maybe 4 inches. They'll try and throw for it here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 10 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts steps away to his left. This throw nearly intercepted. Big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all his receivers downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 18 more yards there and another first down. On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No. There he goes, left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Walker now at 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 36 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but these guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Following the interception, Love going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebe now. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop for 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Love. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one.
A shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they took field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a give here to Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's in. Touchdown.
Hello, new world. All the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you